What's up, team? How are we all doing? Hope everyone's doing well. And I just wanted to jump on, make an episode. Um, I had a little thing happen to me today, and I just kind of wanted to go over it because it really resonated with me, and I just needed to conversate about it. So I was at work at the side hustle, making some coffees, and there's a regular guy who comes in. Obviously, you get to um, chat with regulars when you're in hospo, and get to know people, obviously. And yeah, he's a guy who comes in, and we were just chatting, and we were having this conversation, and we were talking about his situation and where he's at right now because I was kind of like, yeah, how's things been? It was like same old, same old. And we kind of just got into like a deeper conversation. I guess he just kind of trusted me a bit more to open up to me naturally in a natural conversation, which was cool. And he was pretty much just talking about how he's in this situation where he's studying a law degree right now in uni, but it's not his passion. He doesn't really want to be doing it, and he was kind of relating it to what I was doing in a sense, because like I've chatted to him, he knows what I'm doing, he knows what me and JC are up to and stuff, and he really respects it. This guy, bear in mind, this guy he's going to be anywhere between 24 and 30. Okay, somewhere. He's a really really young guy, really nice guy as well, and he was just talking about how the days were just going by, and he's studying this law degree, and he knew what he was talking about as well, and he was saying how he's like, some things just happen, and you make a few decisions here and there, and you're just kind of in this little kind of trap essentially. Like he knew what he was talking about. He was explaining to me what he is doing, yet he was still in it, and it was just. I've had this conversation with so many individuals about them studying degrees at university, and they have no idea why. They're truly lost, and they don't understand why they're studying what they're studying. Because the first question I'll ask someone is, oh, awesome, like, so you want to be this or you want to be that in terms of a career? Like, that's your dream job, yeah? And like a lot of the time, it's a very strong percentage of the time, the response back is usually there's never really the enthusiasm, and I see it all the time. I've seen it growing up since I turned 18. I've seen it, and I've had these conversations with people, and as I've grown older and gained a bit more knowledge and understood how and why people are getting themselves in these situations when it comes to university, I've just felt more and more for these individuals. I feel for these people in this situation, and like I am so empathetic towards these individuals. I've met so many people, and I leave these conversations just wishing I could freaking help them, like wishing I could help them understand. Because here is the issue, like it simply comes down to how we've been brought up and how we've been conditioned. And what it is kids like ourselves, young individuals growing up, have been hardwired to believe that university, you have to go to university. Not only is it the education system, which isn't a bad thing. Like I don't know how you can go about it in the education system, but the big one is what our parents are pushing on our kids. And one of the biggest issues is the only reason you're studying a university degree is because your parents have pushed you, or your parents have made you believe that that is the answer. You have to do that. And it's just so sad, because it is completely and utterly wrong to think that. And it is such a bad way of bringing up your child, because it is status driven and money driven when you push someone to go to university. I am not saying there is anything wrong with university. University is amazing. Education is amazing. But it's the reason why you're going to university. It, it doesn't make sense to me why we would go to university for an X amount of years, usually minimum 2 to 3 at a time, spend thousands of dollars, put ourselves in debt at such a young age, to learn something that you don't want to, that you don't find fun, that you do not find enjoyable. It does not make sense to me. It is the stupidest fucking concept I have ever heard. And it is so sad that it is being pushed onto kids at such a young age when they look up to their parents, they look up to these teachers, and this is where they're being pushed, they're being taught, because this is only what our parents know, this is only what the older generation know. It is just a big giant issue that has been passed on. And it's just, man, yeah, it just, I felt so fucking bad for this guy, because he was fucking talking to me, and he tells me, this is what got me even more. This guy was switched on. He understood the situation he was in, but he wasn't doing anything about it, simply because he gave a fuck about other people's opinions, whether it be his family members, his friends, his peers, whatever it was. He understood the situation he was in, and he wasn't doing anything about it because he cared about other people's opinions. That is a killer. I talk about this in a lot of my videos, but it stems into a lot of other issues in our life. Caring about other people's opinions will fucking drive you into the ground. This guy, he told me straight to my face as we were discussing this conversation, and I was questioning him on a few things. And he says, yeah, look, man, I actually have a lot of passion in the, behind the scenes of movie sets and like acting. And I was like, oh, like, producers and directors and stuff like that. And he says, yeah, that stuff super interests me. But, like it's tough to get there, or whatever it was, or like, that's expensive to study when, you don't need to study anything to do that. It just, just the thought process of that all, it's such a big issue with people our age. And it is all because you have been taught, you have been pushed that, and you're caring about other people's opinions, and you're letting other people's opinions, specifically your parents and your family, dictate your life. You're not meant to do anything in life. You're meant to do what you do. What do you enjoy? Like, the way I would answer to that guy's question, like, oh, it's hard, that's crazy, it's a job that blah, 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 blah. I say, go network with people, work, like, every spare bit of time that you have, find that where these sets are, find the individuals working on these local sets in local town, and go to them and say, I will work for you for free, just because I am super interested in this job and I want to intern. Like, that is how you can do these crazy things. Like, if money isn't anything, it's passion, it's what you find enjoyable. I'm not making any money. JC isn't making any money. Right now, in this whole journey, I'm working a second job, but my life is unbelievable. I am so happy because every single minute of every single day that I have that is spare, that I am not forced to do this other job to produce an income to survive, I am doing what I love. I am so passionate about this. There is no monetary value to it. I would not give 2 fucks if I didn't get paid in this. Obviously, that is a bonus, and obviously that is the goal. I look at it like this. Doing what you love for free is happiness. Doing what you love and getting paid, that is heaven. You have reached eternal heaven. That can only be achieved when you master what you love. Everyone has their own unique gift. Find it, do it, master it. That's all I had to say today. I feel for these people in this situation. If you are one of these people, stop giving a fuck about other people's opinions. Do what's best for you. Peace.